Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome everybody, welcome everybody. Come on in, come on in, come on in. It's your brother Bolo VNR. We're on Bolo VNR 2.2 and Bolo VNR clips. Alright, so come on in, come on in, come on in, ladies and gentlemen. Come on in. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope all is well with everyone. We have a lot to talk about. Sir, the Honorable Dr. Alfred Dawes. 1 second, guys. Yes, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the people on Bolo VNR Clips and Bolo VNR 2.0. Alright, so as I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, Sir Brother Bolo VNR. And Sir Alfred Dawes is back. Travel advisory, question mark. JLP Pitbull run out and more. You understand? So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys are doing well wherever you are in the world. And I hope that you guys have a productive Friday. And all is well with you and your family. A message to everyone that still loves God, still believes in God, still knows that God is the only entity that should be feared, the only force in this entire existence creation that should be feared. I want you guys to stay prayed up, because some very unusual things is happening in our country. And before I go there, look at your screen, ladies and gentlemen. I have 4 platforms on the screen that I manage, and I would love for your continued support. In that you subscribe to all 4 of them. We have Bolo TBV. That's the latest one. I'm not yet monetized over there. I need to get to 1,000 subs. I'm halfway there right now. And I have throwback videos, and that's what TBV means. I have important throwback videos that is relative to what's happening, in the space, and some content that I think are classics that I post over there. And I've been posting every 3 p.m. But no, I'm now posting like 11 a.m. and or 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. over there. Bolo VNR clips, you see, for Bolo VNR clips, everything basically that I post on Bolo VNR 2.0 is on Bolo VNR clips most of the time. Most of the time, not all the time. Bolo VNR is also a zone where anything can happen. And of course, Bolo VNR 2.0 is the main channel because it has superseded Bolo VNR. Bolo VNR was the original channel. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I was watching Andre Stevenson last night. And again, I hope that Andre gets a speedy recovery from his surgery. Pray for Andre that he's back in his full capacity and everything, because we need his presence in this space. Now, I have dubbed this government the under the table government, ladies and gentlemen. They do nothing above board. Absolutely nothing. They have lost all credibility. There's no stance of integrity that they have upheld. Every single nasty, corrupt, bad, filthy decision that they make, they send out the PITBULL to come out and defend it. The man has no shame. That's why I'm putting my back eye class in the look at him. Huh? The man has no shame. But then again, he's a part of the Jamaica Labour Party. Who is this? Somebody calling me so early. Hello, I'm live.
Yeah, hello. What want me, General?
I'm live right now, sir.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
So you're not taking a call.
Go ahead, you call. So let me hear you.
Yeah, man, I say I know, my General. You see which part we reach, I know? The only difference with we and 80 is that we are decent mad people at Jamaica. All when we life a mash up, we are going like say it now mash up.
Yeah.
And the only thing left for the people do is demonstrate. If the country have to burn flat to the ground, we're not
Mighty God.
No, but we're not incite violence in a Bolo. But when you have people who are lead you in a democratic country, and whatever the people say in a democratic country, if 90% or majority of the people say something, that's what the government should go with. But we have seen it over and over that the people of Jamaica is not getting any justice. They don't have any leaders. And when we see this thing with Brian Chung, we see it all the time played out. With Dennis Chung, we see these things played out all the time. You have a lot of positions. When you can ask people, say, you know somebody where police kill, almost the whole island can tell you. If you go to people and say, who in that job there? And then tell you, say, them not qualify, that's just how Jamaica is working. And the Prime Minister sit atop everything. So even when we are watching,
you broke up a while ago. I'm not hearing you.
Yeah, I said even when we watching the press conference yesterday, and all of them from the Prime Minister's camp can go out and say them not hear what Dennis Chung say, or them not see the tape. Who not live in our bubble?
Wait a minute. Who said that?
What's her name? The little one we favor Punky Brewster.
So somebody in the JLP said they didn't hear what Dennis Chung said?
Yes, the girl named Dana Morris Dixon. Go back and watch the video. And if you watch the video yesterday too, people pay attention and listen, you know.
What did that come on? JIS?
I think it was. I watched it on Jeffrey, because they come on live at 5 o'clock yesterday. Okay. And if you listen to the tape yesterday, my brother, you hear the minister come on like the minister say, we only have 1,100 dead. You hear the Prime Minister come and say, we have 700. You hear one come and say, we find this amount of gun, and then the Prime Minister come and say something else. General, we not get no justice, my G.
True.
We not get no justice. And God forbid, my brother, if certain things ever happen to my family, we not leave it like that because we not get no justice. If people want to know what justice is like, just go back and watch the Romario Sterling video. And listen to how TVJ broadcast the video. The video speaks for himself, and when the policeman pushed the youth on him knee and give him a gunshot in his head, the media people now said the man was assassinated. Them say one shot fired.
Wow.
One shot fired, and that policeman will kill the youth. Me can bet everything me have on it. A policeman like that in a broad daylight, and his statement contradict what the video say, and you see the police high commission now pull him up and lock him up. That video was more clearer than the 2 policemen that killed the 3 youth uptown. I can't get no justice, brother. And then when we get justice delayed is justice denied, brother. We have case around 10 years.
Yeah.
When the matter about said, even the police commissioner say him not have no hit squad or anything like that is total foolishness. But brother, if you check the amount of people where police kill, the amount of case where Indy come have to deal with, we're in front of the court, but because like Mario Dean case, at
Mm-hmm.
12, 14 year that case they are going on, my brother.
And them a appeal the case. Can you imagine?
And them a appeal the case after the same police them refuse to investigate them all in a brother and provide the statement, you know.
Mm-hmm. There's gonna be more fresh disgrace, man. Them I get more exposed. Them
My brother,
can't.
my brother, the disgrace don't mean nothing to these people, my brother.
Me know, but it a go reach somewhere. Trust me. God and
My
time.
brother, my brother, trust me, God and time, my brother. God give man a hand, and God said back in the day, God have Peter beside him who was a swordsman.
Mm-hmm.
So that tell us, God that tell us, listen, people, you have to fight. If we never fight, you won't get freedom because the slave masters never listen to it.
You hear my brother?
Yeah, man.
Respect.
One wallet, my brother. Cool.
Alright. Oh Lord, help us. The views and opinions of the callers are not necessarily that of my own. I am not advocating for any violence and burning down of Jamaica, alright? I just make that categorically clear. You understand? I want to thank the caller though for calling in and expressing himself. You know, it's just the reality of the people and their frustration with this government. There's some people that is willing to speak, and then there's others that are not willing to speak. They are not gonna come out and tell you how they really, feel about what is going on per se. You understand? And that is their right. They are just waiting on the government to call the election. Literally, that's all they're waiting on. But with that said, ladies and gentlemen, please remember to hit the like button. Now, the first thing I want to address is something that is very new to me. I know I've gotten confirmation after listening to Andre last night. Ladies and gentlemen, were you guys aware? Excuse me. Wilbert, big up yourself. GG, big up. We have Pyro Prime. Yeah, man. Blessings to everybody that's in the comment section. I encourage all of you to at least say good morning in the comment section. It's only right, when you go to somebody's house, you tell them good morning. If it's even that's the bare minimum. But Andre last night made us aware, who did not know, and reminded who probably forgot, that they have decriminalized the obeah in Jamaica. And I've heard Pastor Peter Chambers talk about this on several videos. Now, let me tell you, if there was any doubt in my mind that God is going to give this government, led by Andrew Wallace, the whipping that is going to be monumental, I have no doubt if I had any. Because you see, there's some things that displeases God more than others. And you see, when a government supports that which God goes against and makes it law to promote high levels of sin, there's just some things where God draw the line down. So listen to this, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to this.
Yeah, you have people. Hmm? Me I tell you Jamaica. Hmm. But interesting times are ahead. Capo man. And that is what is who is calling me. But I don't.
All right. Okay, cool. All right, sir. Cool.
Bless you. So as I am saying tonight, Jamaica, I know a lot of people want me to go into the higher topics. I'm going to get into those topics, Jamaica, but please don't preempt my discussion. Please, Jamaica, don't preempt my discussion. And it's not him alone who do it. You have some people over here who are traditional callers who they're so anxious to get to that topic, and them call and them it's like they want to preempt my discussion. Right now.
What just happened?
And enjoy not.
Report 24. Fucketed. Harris. Done.
Oh my God, did I miss it? I think I missed it.
$3 billion, Jamaica.
I think I missed it. Oh my God, I missed it. Here we go.
And you want that?
This is it.
This,
Yeah,
Jamaica,
sorry about that. Listen to
the
this.
obeah business. Listen to this.
Yeah. Right here, sir.
Anybody come up with the idea to legalize obeah in Jamaica? Run them out of your parliament, boss.
In April of this year, a man was fined 5,000 Jamaican dollars in the St. James Parish Court for practicing obeah. And in a twist of events, over a week ago, attorney at law Bert Samuels filed a constitutional challenge on behalf of UWI Professor Clinton Hutton, who is seeking to overturn several sections of the 19th Century Obeah Act. He is claiming sections violate several fundamental rights in the Jamaican Constitution, like the right to freedom of privacy, right to freedom of religion, and the right to freedom of conscience. However, church leaders like Bishop Rowan Edwards from Lighthouse Assembly Church of God International and 1,000 Man March is strongly opposed to legalizing obeah.
Anybody come up with the idea to legalize obeah in Jamaica? Run them out of your parliament, boss. And I have to be dealing with some of these people who are affected, brains gone, people turn rough because of this evil thing called obeah. Mr. Prime Minister, if you legalize it, I'm telling you, the church is going to be mad with you.
He warned that legalizing obeah in Jamaica could lead to unrest.
Obeah is on their parliamentary program. They have the right to legalize obeah. They legalize obeah in Haiti. And don't you see what is happening to the nation? We don't want that here, sir, boss. Because we don't want more people to be hurt by people who practice obeah. We don't want that, sir. The church is against that.
Notably, Haitians are known for practicing voodoo and not obeah, as he suggested. Meanwhile, Bishop Edwards says the church will challenge any attempt to amend the laws.
They used to kill goat and let the goats in the community run without head. When I came into Spanish Town, that was what was happening. Obeah. And they talk about his culture. Goat was let go with their head cut off. And when I realized what is happening to these communities that the goats were let go in, murder upon top of murder. And I have to approach some of them and tell them, say, no, can't work here, so. And from them, stop killing goat and cut off them head and let them go, the murder drop.
No, ladies and gentlemen. Seriously. This is where we're at in Jamaica. Hi, Sassy81. How you doing, love? I see you over there on Bolo VNR clips. I'm also on Bolo VNR 2.0 simultaneously. No, I just want to know what you guys think about that. Like I said before, now I understand why the prophetic word of Pastor Peter Chambers about Andrew Onesi's end. And when I say end, this end does say the Lord. I don't know what the end look like. But then end up in a prison or him tear down his entire empire that he's building or he's a part of. His end. His prophetic end. Thus saith the Lord. Next thing they're going to say, oh, me a threatening Prime Minister. Because we know them good for that. So make that categorically clear. I see him so they lock up Pastor Peter Chambers off a lie. Anyway, his prophetic end, thus saith the Lord. Mary Bryan, big up. Blessings to you. Right? Is sealed. And this is one of the reasons, allegedly legalizing obeah in the country. You guys remember the campaign they had in St. Ann with the brother with the what appeared to be a goat head on and blood on his clothes? You guys remember that? Black Barbie, how you doing? What happened to the registry or PM priority is not straight. If you tell you, the sex offender registry list cannot be made public all now to protect our children and our women. But them have time to go legalize over how long now. And it's alleged that it's Del right to decriminalizing. Anyway, the buggery law and also the obeah thing, I believe it's in the Constitution. Another reason why they are so, anxious to reform the Constitution is because of those two things. They are trying to open up Pandora's box of demons and goblins and witches and warlocks on Jamaica. Jamaica may not be under God anymore if you leave it to this government. Will not be increasing in beauty, shall be ugly. You understand? Not in fellowship and prosperity, right? But in war and disunity and dysfunction if left. This is bigger than just politics at this point. They have crossed the line. And I'm telling you, God is going to deal with them sufficiently. But anyway, moving on. Dr. Dawes has resurfaced, man. Dr. the Right Honorable Alfred Dawes. Dr. the Right Honorable Alfred Dawes has resurfaced, ladies and gentlemen. Again, please hit the like button coming through the door and share this live. Follow me on all platforms. They're right there on your screen. Bolo TBV, Bolo VNR Clips, Bolo VNR, and Bolo VNR 2.0. Let's go to Dr. Alfred Dawes. It's very important that we do this. Yes? We're not ready for you yet, brother. Yeah, man, we're not ready for you yet. Yes, Dr. Alfred Dawes. Here we go.
Taken a mini break from social media the last few days since it came out that I was sued. A lot of my well-wishers and supporters are asking if I'm okay. Yes, I am okay. A lot of my detractors are celebrating that I'm finally muzzled. Sorry to disappoint you, but I am okay. Now, a big part of this lawsuit is that they want to institute a gag order, meaning that all of my social media posts must be taken down and I should not publicly comment on anything related to the drill or the parties concerned in the filing. That can happen at any point in time. They can go in front of a judge and say, hey, let's have that injunction put in place now before he says anything else. So I'm counting on you to like, share, and download the videos so you can share them on your own and continue to do your own research on the topic. Tomorrow at 7 p.m. at my constituency office in Southeast St. Catherine, after we do a tour of the constituency going through all 5 divisions, the current leader, Mark Golden, the next Prime Minister, and I will attend the opening of the constituency office. We are inviting all of the supporters of the party, of the democratic process, of accountability and transparency to turn out as the motorcade goes through Southeast St. Catherine and join us at 7 p.m. for the opening of the constituency office. That may be the final speech I may be able to make publicly concerning my findings on the drill. And I can tell you, my team and I have encountered and uncovered quite a bit of suspicious activities related to the importation of the drill components, among other components. Now, we can't speak too much, but if it is, what we're seeing is true, then what we have uncovered is far more than just irregularities concerning the process of the bids for that $31 million drill, but it speaks to, if the documents we're seeing are indeed correct, customs fraud and it could trigger a deeper investigation that does not only include the activities at Sarah Ministry of Health, but the University Hospital of the West Indies. I'll leave the rest for tomorrow. So counting on your support as we do our drive-through, and stay tuned for what may be my final public speech on the matter before any gag order is implemented. I've taken a mini break from social media the last.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I will be airing this live 7:30 p.m. tonight. This is where it's going to go down. I'm currently making the thumbnail for it. I will be going live on my platform, right? To make sure that, and that's on Bolo VNR 2.0. So if you're on Bolo VNR clips and you haven't subbed up to Bolo VNR 2.0, sub up. I will be going live exclusively on Bolo VNR 2.0 tonight at 7:30 p.m. where they will be opening the constituency office in Portmore. Ladies and gentlemen, this will be his last public utterances, possibly because of the lawsuit. They are trying to gag him from even being able to speak about anything. All right, so I want to invite each and every one of you tonight at 7:30 p.m. to make sure that you are in the building on Bolo VNR 2.0 and make it a date and do not be late. Yankee bless, big up yourself, my general. More knockings. See it? Yeah, man, you know the thing go. Alright, bless up everybody upon the live. Remember to hit the like button for me, please. Now, Dr. the Right Honorable, and I'm going to continue to refer him in that vein because the man is a damn hero. Dr. the Right Honorable Alfred Dawes said just now that they might have him scrub his social media. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to now record. We're going to go through the videos of the drill. You understand? We're going to go through those videos because we're not going to have that. These videos need to be documented, and that's exactly what I'm about to do right now. So let's start here. Hold on. Oh, I thought this was an audio. No, that's not it. Okay. Right. I thought he was addressing something there. Oh, wait a minute. Did he? Nah. This is it.
Why spend $31 million on a $300,000 drill when you could have purchased several ventilators so less babies would have been dying? $31 million versus fixing and maintaining your operating theaters so life-saving surgeries can go on uninterrupted, so that missions coming to Jamaica to volunteer their services can help those children suffering in pain. Why? And that is where I'm going to leave the questions. Why do it? Why spend $31 million on a $300,000 drill when you could have purchased several ventilators so less babies would have been dying?
I think that's a good question.
31 million. The father of Alexandriana Jones asked me to keep her story alive, where this young girl died after undergoing complex surgery at the Bustamante Hospital. The team was an excellent team. They did all they could do with the limited resources they had, but they had no operating microscope to assist them with such a complex surgery. And when complications developed, Alexandriana had to be put on an ambulance and sent to the Kingston Public Hospital, losing valuable hours to get a CAT scan done to see what was the next course of action that was necessary to save her life. This because there is no CAT scan at the leading children's hospital in the Caribbean, and has been the case for many years, known by those who could have made a difference. The father of Alexandriana Jones asked me.
So, if people want to know why Dr. Dawes does what he does, is because of those parents that are crying out, like the father of Alexandra Jones. You understand? This is not about politics. This is bigger than politics. It's bigger than green or orange. This is about the lives of our children that have suffered, people that have suffered, families that are suffering because of their losses, because of clear mismanagement and negligence by the Jamaica Labour Party, the healthcare entities, their whole management of everything in regards to healthcare has cost lives of people.
Mr. Williams is threatening to sue me. Go ahead. The Jamaica Labour Party's response to my press conference yesterday. In that press conference, I highlighted that a certain company that is listed on the company's office website, with the major shareholder being MP Donovan Williams, imported 2 refurbished drills, each valued at $1,600 US based on the attached and filed receipts. They cleared those drills, so landed one of those drills cost 250,000 Jamaican dollars. Just weeks later, a drill of the similar make and model of the cleared drills by Medical Technologies Limited was sold to the Bustamante Hospital for Children for $31.5 million. That is leaving us with the assumption, unless cleared up, that it is one of those refurbished drills for $250,000 that was sold for $31 million. I am asking that the serial number of the drill at the Bustamante Hospital for Children be made public so we can compare to see if the drills are different or they are the same. If they are the same, there are further questions to be asked. If they are not the same, there are also follow-up questions. The stance that the Jamaica Labour Party has taken is to personally attack me and my credibility, to make it seem as if I am making false statements. Everything that I have stated has been backed up by proof in writing, and I have submitted all of that to the Auditor General as well as the Integrity Commission for further investigation. So, Mr. Williams, in you breaking the law and not declaring whose shares you're holding, you have no legal right. You were supposed to file according to a law that you helped to pass, the ultimate beneficiaries of any company that is listed in the company's office. You are expecting me to roll over because you are not the ultimate beneficiary. I say again, go ahead and sue me. I'll see you in court. I look forward to it, because at that trial, I want you to name who is the beneficial owner of the shares. But I'm not ready for you yet. We will speak more about this company, Medical Technologies Limited, and who that person is, who is the ultimate beneficiary of the shares. We are still talking about the drill and the cost of the drill, and Jamaica, do not get sidetracked by their attacks on me. Do not get sidetracked by this argument that Mr. Williams doesn't own the company. Let him deal with his legal worries that he has created with the Company's Office of Jamaica. We are focusing on a serial number for a drill, and that is what we're going to be talking about. I'm going to be making a series of videos and I'm going to continue to shed light on the situation. Mr. Williams is threatening to sue me.
No. I don't know about you guys, you know, but what I heard, Gillian Murray, how you doing? Daniel Taylor, greetings to you as well, and I hope that peace be multiplied with you as well. I don't know about you guys, but what I heard from Dr. Alfred Dawes there was a bunch of legitimate questions. If this is true, what we can assume based off that's what I heard from him. So I don't know at what basis they're suing him, but hey, it's going to be very interesting. Let's move on to the next video.
The boosting. She want bad man, yeah. Sell drugs, sell weed, trap star. Wall on real gangster. Wall on TV, them but them a hack top class. Wall on full of Benjamin and Sangster.
Yo, this was ultimate trolling right here. Belmont Road. Shout out to Dr. Dawes. Judith, how you doing? Good morning. Gillian Murray said the Freemason attacked her credibility as well. Man, listen. It's crazy, boy.
I saw the release from Medical Technologies Limited that came out yesterday, and it is like a heavy burden has been lifted off my chest. You see, for months we have been trying to get the make and model of this drill. We've asked Sarah repeatedly. My colleague in the Senate, Senator Lambert Brown, has been raising this issue repeatedly. What type of drill could cost $31 million? All the answers that we got just pointed to, it's a highly advanced drill, it's the first of its kind, and don't focus on the cost, focus on the benefits. I had a meeting with Sarah, the model number was kept from me. We went as far as to check all the customs records for this company, Medical Technologies Limited, and only 3 drills were brought in, 1 from China, 2 that we presented at the press conference, but we still could not get any response. We had persons on the ground trying to check on the drill to see exactly what model it was so we could do a proper price comparison. The drill has been kept under lock and key and kept away from everyone. There's a culture of fear surrounding this drill, and people stay away from it as if it is the Ark of the Covenant. We even went as far, Lambert Brown tried to table questions in the Senate to ask about this drill. He was blocked by the Senate President. Left with no option, we decided to have a press conference where we hoped that presenting the data that we had about the only 2 drills on record, that the Ministry of Health or Sarah would come out and say what exactly this model number of that expensive drill was. We were a bit concerned when the only response was silence from Sarah and from the JLP sending out their attack dogs. We wondered if our plan had failed. Until yesterday, we saw the release from Medical Technologies where they, for the first time, admitted that the model number is a EM800. And for the first time, we know what this exact model number is, who the manufacturer is, and we don't have to guess anymore what the cost is on the international market. My checks saw this drill for no more than $4 million. Very far from the $27 million plus the 4-year service contract, the 2-year service contract valued at $4 million, bringing it to a grand total of $31 million. It is available for all journalists, for all well-thinking Jamaicans to just do a quick Google search. What is the value of an EM800 Medtronic drill? And then you will see that $31 million of taxpayer dollars going into this company for this drill that can be procured for about $3 to $4 million is massive wastage, and it demands further investigation as to how that procurement process allowed this to happen. The other thing coming out of the press release is that MP Donovan Williams has confessed publicly that he has been breaking the law he helped to pass in 2023 that demanded that persons who are holding shares on behalf of a beneficial owner must declare this to the company's office. In doing so, Mr. Williams has now put himself in the situation where he must either resign from Parliament as he is morally unfit to continue to break the law and sit in the House as a lawmaker, or he must comply with the law and name who that ultimate beneficial owner is. We await the Auditor General's investigation. We await Mr. Donovan Williams' decision as to what course of action he will take, if he will protect this unnamed owner or he's going to backtrack and say that he is the owner and face the scrutiny that this deserves. We also encourage you to continue to support this cause because it is not an easy one. The pushback has been great, and it is only with your continued support that we are able to continue our fight for what is right, for transparency and accountability. Go do your research on the EM800 drill and you will see that you do not need to take my word for it any longer. So I saw the release from Medical Technologies Limited that came.
So that is the response. And then he moved on to here.
Number 2 stolen cookie,
Emergency meeting currently happening at Belmont Road. Man, listen. Hey man, they had to stop this man. Cause he was trolling the hell out of them, man. Yo, Dr. Dawes is the best, man. Hey, I got mad respect for this man right here. Shout out to everybody on the live. There was a detractor that just came in. I just deleted his message. And yeah, no more for you. Come with the disrespect. Gone. I don't know why they do that.
Allah ya bel, Allah ya to security, Allah ya tell, Allah ya to security, Allah ya.
So this say when Newton Amos and Marlon Morgan say you and Damian Crawford come on Belmont Road with Badman. Oh, they said that? Oh no, he said a joke. Newton tell Lion Damian still, but I can't take another lawsuit. Hey man. Yo, Dr. Dawes, man. Come on, bro.
That is funny, honey.
This man is a troll.
That's funny. Oh my god, that is funny.
Shout out to Hey, so Splash Digi, you need to reach out to me, you know. If Splash Digi there, you need to reach out to me, bro. I want one there, sir. Oh, JLP trolls to my ball. Oh. Turn now work out. Nah, man. This dude right here. Sonia, what's up? Diana here, big up. No, sir. Hey, yo. Come on, man. You gotta love this. I'm glad I'm documenting all of this.
Honey.
Oh, this is dope.
That's funny.
Yeah, this is dope right here.
Oh my god, that is funny.
Nah, this is dope right here. Oh my god. Sometimes you have to have a good laugh with a man. You have to have a good laugh sometime, man. This is funny.
No.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Wenton Charles right now, Dean Jackson Miller. Basic defamation law say they can't. Government bodies suing people who criticize them would stifle public discussion of critical national issues. The case law recognized. She was responding to Nationwide. Wayne Evans, what up, my brother? Damn. Yo, he trolling everybody. Oh man, I love this. Look at this. What we ordered from Shein versus what we what we got. Yo, listen, man. Come on, bro. Come on, man. We ordered Captain Ibrahim Traore and they gave us Marlon Marvin. Look at Tanya Stevenson in the comment section. Hey, salute to hey, man. This is what I'm talking about. Oh, I can't play that. That's music. I gotta be careful. Oh, I don't want to be doing all types of trimming and muting sounds. So here we go.
Jamaica Labour Party that has been on this mission to undermine the office of the Ombudsman, who has a mayor of Montego Bay who is currently having his lawyers locked into a legal battle with the Ombudsman. That same Jamaica Labour Party is reporting me to the office of the Ombudsman. This after 3 threatened lawsuits have failed to materialize or stopped me from pursuing this matter. Read the drill. So the same Jamaica Labour Party.
So of course that's also when they were crying to the political ombudsman. They was trying. They was doing. Yo, Dr. Dawes has to be on to something. The way how the JLP has responded to this drill situation and the uncovering of this information, I'm telling you, he is on to something huge. From the first time he came out, I said, this is Pandora's box. This is Pandora's box. If you are somebody that likes drama, listen, tune into Jamaican politics. This is high drama. Alright? High drama. Alright? This is like the main event. What is happening right now. On the cusp of an election, this drill saga, the Prime Minister FID appointment of Dennis Chung. This is high drama. Listen. Oh my God.
This is a very good question, and it's something that we see all the time where persons who support a particular political party, they will go all out to defend whatever actions that party or those party members may commit, even if they are immoral and illegal. And that's because their identity is wrapped up with the party. So if you say something that injures that self-identity, it's like you're hurting them physically. And their response is to lash out and defend themselves because you're hurting their core belief system. And that's the problem we have with being die-hearted right now in Jamaica. We tend to have cognitive dissonance. Even if you're seeing the evidence in front of you, you are just not accepting it, because to accept it would mean that your pride is hurt, you're ashamed, and your guilt is going to play out. So they will find some way to just defend themselves, protect their emotional state, and that is why you can't reason with them using logics, because it's coming from a place of hurt. And that's why we just have to be mindful of this and not retaliate when they attack us.
Sorry, I have to highlight this comment right here. Diana in the kitchen. I wish it was country over party for these people, because ain't no way the moral compass has disintegrated so badly that people willingly condone corruption because they are aligned with a particular party. Shake me head. Miss, me just follow you. It's official. Yeah. You deserve a follow for that, man. Big up yourself. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. My goodness. Somebody needs to say that. Anyway, moving on.
So from this drill saga started, the Jamaica Labour Party and their operatives, they have tried to report me to the medical council. They have threatened me with not 1, not 2, but 3 lawsuits. Now they're reporting me to the political ombudsman. I don't know what they're going to do next to try and stop me. I can assure you, I am not suicidal. But they're going to continue to try and damage my name, damage my reputation, because that's how they work. So I need you to understand why I firmly believe the process for the procurement of this drill was flawed. So come into my class.
Listen to
Welcome
the teacher.
to Procurement
Listen to
101.
the teacher.
And today we're going to learn how you can use loopholes in the system to buy a $3 million drill for $31 million and still say that the process is above board. So the procurement process starts with a request from the end users, the doctors who are going to be using the drill. They write up a request. It goes to prepare a tender document with all the specifications of that drill that is needed to perform the functions that they require as the end user. A public advertisement is placed in the papers and the media in general, and from that, bids from registered suppliers are submitted. In this case, a bid for $12 million, $31.5 million, and $50 million were submitted. These bids went to an evaluation committee where they look back at the tender document to see whether or not the drills can perform the functions that the end users wanted in the initial request. In this case, the $12 million drill was excluded, leaving the doctors, the biomed engineers, and the procurement personnel to choose between a $31.5 million drill and a $50 million drill. Obviously, the choice would have come down to the way cheaper drill that was $31.5 million. This evaluation committee made a recommendation that was sanctioned by the Public Procurement Committee that certified that this process is above board, and after that, the contract was awarded. The problem is this. During the process, this part that nobody speaks about, that has been intentionally dismissed and hidden, is where the corruption occurred. Because someone did an internal costing and determined that this drill that anyone can see online for close to about $3 to $4 million was valued at $32 million. Nobody can explain who came up with that costing and how they arrived at that costing, or how is it that Medical Technologies Limited was able to come in right under that $32 million bid. Now, this internal costing is important because if it were a reasonable cost and the bids were way out, the process would have to be aborted and resent to tendering again. But having this high cost for that $3 million drill by Sarah from the persons who did the internal costing allowed any bidder to bid close to $32 million. And in this case, when it was reviewed by the Public Procurement Committee, they actually saw that the $31.5 million was a 2% discount to what those folks at Sarah had predicted the drill would cost. So therefore, not knowing anything at all about the drill and the market price, because that was not their task, these committees, they said that this drill was value for money. And this is why you're not being told about the internal costing, because that is where the whole process was compromised. Do your research. You understand how it happened now. Oh, one other thing. I have to ask the company, was there any other drill of a similar nature that was sold in Jamaica recently? We have the answers, and that will surprise you when it comes out soon.
I mean, I tell you, people, I hope you're not listening, you know. Dior, what's up? I hope you guys are listening to the reasoning. Alright? Because they don't want you to think. They want you to continue to be led by whatever they say. This was a funny one too.
Biggs, you gone too far now, man. So ridiculous. How we want family?
Man, report to your mother. You gone too
come
far,
from
Biggs.
Jamaica, come like Biggs, you gone too far now, man. So ridiculous.
Hey, if Dr. Dawes don't make it in politics, you know, he can do acting, you know. Believe, he can be a comedian too. This man is hilarious. This guy is hilarious.
That is funny, honey. That's funny. Oh my God, that is funny.
Well, Portmore, please turn up later.
Listen them.
Hold on there.
I've taken a mini break.
So when them sue him, you know, look at the band post when them suing people are around the same time. You're back off a broad for this job. Me taking everything literally. Man, gone at you forget a broad back. Come on, man. This dude is prime time television. This dude is prime time television. Yo, if y'all ain't subbed up to this man, if y'all ain't watching him on his Instagram, I don't know what y'all doing. So there you go. He was in the street, doing normal things. Posted this video, you know what I'm saying?
So that's we're here tonight at Penn's supporting a local businessman. Just a check. We're over making food, man.
Yo, Dr. Dawes still like me. Yo, me not like nobody else. Watch when me eat my food, and I don't like anybody videoing me. Like, yeah, that's a no-no. It's such an invasion of privacy.
You want to make a video about support the local business?
Yeah.
Look at the pan. I leave my food alone.
Yeah, look at the pan. There's no more food there. Alright? Look at the pan. Alright, so people. Dr. The Right Honorable Sir Alfred Dawes. Alright? I think that's most of the videos that were documented. Everything else we have on. There's other videos previous to him making, some noise about the drill. But from the conference till now, that's what is substantial. Yes? So I'm going to be posting that video, and we're going to move on to another segment of the show now. But do remember to please subscribe to all of my platforms. They're right there on your screen. Bolo TBV, Bolo VNR Clips, Bolo VNR, and Bolo VNR 2.2. Alright? Alright. And let me know what you think about the situation with Dr. Dawes being sued and everything. Storm up the comment section, alright? Alright. Okay. We're gone past the meats. The meats are the matter. Well, we're gone past one big portion of the show right there, sir. I'll move on to this. Alright, I'll move on to this part of it. Recently, welcome again to the platform, ladies and gentlemen. It's a brother Bolo VNR. Recently, Delano Sivright posted the new travel advisory on his website. Full credit to Partnerjar TV, because I am not afraid of giving people credit. I have been listening to him last night, and to be honest with you guys, I just never got the opportunity to look at the travel advisory, because I always read it, Since the travel advisory has been a thing from last year, I've read it all the way through. The finer details. People just say, oh, the travel advisory is this. But I read through the details. And Andre was going over those details, but something happened technically that he could not show the travel advisory. So what he mentioned, I will now show and read to you, ladies and gentlemen. Before we do that again, please follow all those pages on the screen. Good. Like and share the video. Get this video to 1,000 likes now, man. Persons that watch the replay, man. First, the person that are watching live, you have to hit the like button. So the other persons that can see the replay, because YouTube will recommend the video to them. So can we get 155 likes? Because I have 155 people watching over here on Bolo VNR Clips. And I have probably around 20 people or 30 people over the other side on Bolo VNR Clips. Alright, so here goes the travel advisory, ladies and gentlemen. We're at a level 2. And as you can see right here, level 2 is exercise increased caution when it comes to Jamaica. That's what level 2 means. We were at reconsider travel, and the lowest would be do not travel. We were tethering right here. Right? That's a level 4. I want you guys to remember what a level 4 is. Remember level 3 where you're coming from. And remember, level 2 is increased caution should be exercised. Exercise normal precaution, alright? Good. Now, it says here, reissue after periodic review with a change in level. Some areas have increased risk. Consider crime and limited medical services. Read the entire travel advisory. You heard what it said? You see what it says? Read the entire travel advisory. High crime areas described in detail below. Country summary. With violent crime in Jamaica has decreased since 2024, it remains statistically high throughout the country. Tourist areas generally seem lower rates of violent crime than other parts of the country. The homicide rate reported by the government of Jamaica, 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 the government that we do not trust, is amongst the highest in the Western Hemisphere. Armed robbery and sexual assault are common. U.S. Embassy employees are prohibited from using public buses and from driving between cities at night. Ladies and gentlemen, want to hear this? U.S. Embassy employees are prohibited. It means they cannot do it from using public buses and from driving between cities at night. This is what they were jumping up about, ladies and gentlemen. Let's continue. And it gets better, trust me. Victims of crime, which I mean worse. Victims of crime, the United States Embassy routinely receives reports of sexual assault. That's a bad thing. Including from U.S. citizen tourists at resorts. That's a very bad thing. Alright? U.S. citizens report slow and unsatisfactory response to serious criminal incidents. Let me read that again. U.S. citizens report slow and unsatisfied response to serious criminal incidents. Alright? When arrests are made, cases are infrequently prosecuted to a final verdict and sentence. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the reality in Jamaica. Theory said, brother, again, obeah voodoo, Orisha proceed religion by 100 years. You were programmed to hate your culture. If my culture is cutting off a goat's head and have it run down the street, yeah, respectfully, I denounce that culture. I say again, if my culture is to cut off a goat's head, and because it's culture, that means you should follow it and go all the way to hell, man, miss me with that bullshit. Anyway, moving right back to what we're talking about right here. Talking about we were told to hate our culture. I am not loving no cutting off of no head and no goat, drinking blood and all these evil, wicked things that these people are doing. You can't trick me. You remember good. Huh? So that means if it was your culture to go and to molest little kids, you would do it in championing culture. What kind of damn logic is that? Man, go check your moral compass here, man. Anyway, moving right along. The U.S. Embassy routinely receives, I read that already, medical care. U.S. citizens should not expect the same level of health care available in Jamaica as is available in the United States. This includes slower emergency service response times and less availability of care for illness or injury. Private hospitals require payment upfront before admitting patients and may not have the ability to provide specialized care. People, who not see this? Are you guys seeing this? No, I blocked that person, you know. Melissa, how you doing? I'm not going to tolerate anybody that has that type of purview. I'm sorry. And I'm not sorry. US citizens should not expect the same level of health care available in Jamaica as is available in the United States because we are below par. This includes slower emergency service response times and less availability of care for illness or injury. Private hospitals require payment up front before admitting patients and may not have the ability to provide specialized care. Private hospital, you know? People, we not read the advisory. The people them say the private hospital are gonna require money up front, and you still might not receive the specialized care because they probably don't have the ability. Velma, how you doing? What kind of government is this? Velma look like she watch from behind. Big up Velma Hall. Right? It says here that ambulance services are not always staffed with EMTs and are not always readily available, especially in rural areas. This government should be ashamed of themselves. This is what they are championing. Look at the travel advisory. US citizens should bring extra prescription medication as common medication such as insulin can be difficult to obtain. Mighty God of Daniel. This is what the land of Civrite and the JLP is championing. This is what they are so proud of. After 9 years in government, we highly recommend that you buy insurance before you travel. Check your travel insurance provider about vacation assistance, medical insurance, and trip cancellation coverage. The Department of State does not pay medical bills. Use Medicare, Medicaid. US Medicare or Medicaid does not apply overseas. Most hospitals and doctors overseas do not accept US healthcare insurance. Air ambulance services to the United States can range from 30,000 to 50,000 people. Them a make them know, say listen, if you're in a one big accident and you need to be airlifted back to the United States for medical care, it's gonna cost you $30,000 to $50,000. This is how can you imagine? Even with this advisory, who is going to bother to come to Jamaica with all these expenses? Carry your own medicine, $30,000 to $50,000, have insurance. This travel advisory still deters people from say, yo, let's go to Jamaica. This is what they are proud of, you know. Mighty God of Daniel. Read country information page for additional information on travel to Jamaica. You guys can go do that. I'm not going to do that right now. See? Anyway, he said if you decide to travel to Jamaica, do not attempt to bring firearm or ammunition. This includes stay rounds, shells, or equipment casing. The penalties for carrying firearms or ammunition, even by mistake, are severe and can include long prison sentence. Avoid walking or driving at night. Avoid walking or driving at night. Mighty God of Daniel. Where is the fun in that? Where's the fun in that? How can you come to a country and you want to party? When they're going to party in the day, the people is telling them to avoid walking and driving at night. Avoid public buses. Get a private cab. So that is going to erase revenue potential for regular citizens of Jamaica. Avoid public buses. Avoid remote places. They will never see the real parts of Jamaica because of that recommendation. Avoid remote places. Wagwan Lassom. Lassom said this kind of government from seedless government, but them want more obeah in Jamaica. Power them have already. Me say, it goes on to say, do not physically resist any robbery attempt. My think of Daniel. You might tell them straight, just give them everything where you have, because you might not come out alive. Be aware of your surroundings and keep a low profile. Don't flash no bag of money. He says, visit our website for travel to high-risk areas. Enroll in the Smart Travel Enrollment Program. Step to receive messages and alerts from U.S. Embassy and make it easier to locate you in an emergency. The man them not playing around. Review the country's security report for Jamaica. That is something else one have to read on own time. Prepare a plan for emergency situation. Review the travel list. Visit the CDC page for the latest travel information and related to travel and return to the United States. Here comes the kicker, guys. This is the part that Andre was listing out on his show last time and he didn't get to show you guys. Specific areas of Jamaica, level 4. Do not travel.
Emotional damage.
I don't think we didn't hear what I said a while ago. You know? We are at a level 2, but there is specific areas in Jamaica, ladies and gentlemen, that is at level 4.
What can go so? What can go so? What can go so?
Help, we hear the
We need your divine intervention. We're tired of the labor right. We're tired of the green people. We are so far. We can't take it no more. We need this. We need this. We need it. Help. Help. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Psalm 46. God is our refuge and strength. Is a liberator.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, due to the risks, the U.S. government employees working in Jamaica are prohibited to travel from traveling to certain areas. The off-limit zones for the U.S. Embassy personnel within each parish are listed below. This is for the employees of the U.S. Embassy, the personnel. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when I look at the amount of parishes that is here, that is at a level 4, and the areas that are at a level 4, to me, Jamaica being at an average of level 2 was probably a gift, because we should be at 3.3 or 3.5. This list of level 4 is so extensive, it's ridiculous. First on the list, St. Anne, Steertown, and the Buckfield neighborhood near Ocherius. If you know anything about Ochi, Buckfield is in the heart of Ochi. The neighboring areas that are like the heart of Ochi. So even Ochi, that is a tourist area, is at a level 4 for the U.S. Embassy personnel. And I'm saying, if I was a traveler, this is just me. If I was a traveler, anywhere that is not good for the U.S. Embassy personnel is not good for me. If I am going to a country and I look at the travel list and they are telling their workers at the U.S. Embassy not to travel at these places, me not travel there either. I will not be going there. Next, St. Catherine Parish. A 2 parish that already want to count, you know. Spanish Town, Central Village, area within Portmore, including Naggohead, Newland, Old Brayton, Portmore Lane, Gregory Park, and Waterford. St. Catherine. A whole heap of St. Catherine this, you know. Where you say ABR News? A whole heap of St. Catherine this, you know. Spanish Town are given. Zane, Central Village, areas within Portmore, Naggerhead, Newland, Old Brayton, Portmore Lane, Gregory Park, Waterford. All of them they are level 4 now. All of them they are level 4 now. Look on Clarendon. Clarendon, a 3 parish that no. All of Clarendon parish, except passing through Clarendon parish using the T1 or A2 highway. So every part of Clarendon is at a level 4. I want you to just understand that every part of Clarendon is at a level 4. The only place that they consider safe for their US Embassy personnel to travel is the T1 and A2 highway. That means you're passing swiftly past Clarendon. Mighty God.
Ball out! Whoa, we need help, Jesus.
Embarrassing.
We need some milk. This was what Delano Siv right was jumping up about on him social media. And I'm not going for Delano Siv right, you know. It's the entire Jamaica Labour Party. This is embarrassing. Shame tree is not growing in Belmont Road. Right? St. Elizabeth Parish. So you will a Clarendon Guard, you know. Wholly pa St. Catherine and 2 areas in a St. Anne. Seen? St. Elizabeth, Vineyard District, between communities of Salt Spring and Burnt Savannah, St. Elizabeth. Right? A 4 parish that now, you know. Hanover, this is the 5th parish. Lagwood and Orange Bay. St. James, the 6th parish. Inland side of A1 Highway and the Queen's Drive from Sansan to Harmony Beach Park. So how much parish you gone so far? 2, 4, 6 parish that. People, Kingston and St. Andrew Parish. The capital of Jamaica. Mighty God.
Embarrassing.
We need some milk. This is the most extensive list of all parishes. So don't look on the screen. Cassava Peace, the Duane Park, Grand Spen, Standpipe, Swallowfield, Elliston Flats, Augustown, Downtown Kingston, defined as between Mountain View Avenue and Ugly Park Road, and south of Halfway Tree, Old Hope Road, Downtown Kingston includes Arnett Garden, Cockburn Gardens, Denham Town, Olympic Garden, Seaview Garden, Trenchtown, Tivoli.
What did you say?
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
What?
Jesus have mercy.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
My God. This not safe.
Emotional damage.
Man.
Something not right, my wisdom warriors. Something is not right. Tell about them.
People, we have to clean up Jamaica. This not look good. Them are level 4, this not. All of these areas I'm mentioning is level 4. So with a 6, 7 parish. Number 8, Manchester. Greenfield. Great Ground neighborhood of Mandeville. Seen? St. Thomas. Black Lane neighborhood in Seafood. Grand Spen. Church Corner neighborhood near Yallas. Town of Yallas. Except when driving through the Yo, at the main highway alone safe in the area. Trelawney, Clarkstown, one place not Trelawney. Trelawney no not go on so good. No not go on so bad, sorry. Westmoreland Parish, Russia Community in Savalamar. Southwest quadrant of Savalamar, east of Darling Street and south of A2 Highway or Barracks Road. Morgan Bay, Kings Valley, Whitehall, Betheltown, Red Ground neighborhood and Negril. People, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 parish in Jamaica. 11 parish in Jamaica out of 14 parish. Right? 11. It's not 12, it's 11. Look. 1, 2, 3. Well, Kingston and St. Andrew are one parish. That's all. Yeah. Kingston and St. Andrew are one parish. 11, 12, whatever, but it's still too much. Only 3 or 2 parish left, brethren. That is not at a level 4 where the staff of the U.S. Embassy, they said do not travel. Do not travel. And I'm saying, if I am a citizen of America and I see my country saying that you should not travel if you are a staff or a member of the embassy in Jamaica to these places, you should not travel there at all. I am not going to travel there. Only Portland and St. Mary free, brother. Can you imagine? People look on the map, because this is not safe. This is not safe. Jamaica map parish. This is not safe at all, ladies and gentlemen. This is not safe at all. Alright. So Kingston and St. Andrew one parish. So 11. Alright, St. Catherine Clarendon. I don't think Manchester there night, you know. I gotta go back. I don't think I see Manchester. Was Manchester in there? Yeah, Manchester in there. St. James, Hanover, St. Elizabeth, Trelawney. Alright. Westmoreland there too? Westmoreland, right it. What are them the place there? Almost all I south. Almost all I south. So Westmoreland, St. Elizabeth, Manchester, Clarendon. St. Thomas is not in it. St. Thomas is not in it. St. Mary is not in it. And Portland is not in it. Them 3 parish are down at the east. Are the Uncle 3 parish. That is not in it, ladies and gentlemen. But this a parish, one of the smallest parish in Jamaica, where the capital there, are the most. Kingston and St. Andrew are the yo, everywhere that, yo, the man him just tell us say don't go Kingston, brother. Just don't go Kingston. Because everywhere you hear on the list are Kingston and St. Andrew. That are like the main place them in a where you hear by songs also. Cassava Peace, Dewey Park, Grand Spence, Standpipe, Bobby Wagwan. I believe the embassy didn't create list alone. No! Them go off for intelligence. So ladies and gentlemen, this is the embarrassing state that we have found ourselves in, led by the Jamaica Labour Party, where they are celebrating moving from level 3 to level 2 with those types of recommendations on the list. And there's more to read. Understand? So for those who love to read, go and read in more detail. But I'm telling you, this is nothing to celebrate. Jamaica needs to be on the number 1 category. You understand? Not where we are right now. Our healthcare system has embarrassed us on that list. Alright? That is a real embarrassment. The safety of people, the many different reports of sexual assault but on members, tourists that come here, that is embarrassing. So you mean to tell me that they need police to patrol in the hotels in uniform among every corridor, so that people don't get assaulted sexually? Where's the training? Huh? Where's the training? Jamaica, we have to take some personal responsibility for this advisory, you know. It's not just the government. The staff that work in those hotels have to take some personal responsibility. You understand? It's not just the government. right? But if the head of the stream is corrupt, the entire river will be also. Let me know what you think about that in the comment section. Mighty God. Let us go to the next part of this, ladies and gentlemen. So, let me see what we covered already. So, Dr. Alfred Dawes is back. Travel advisory. Oh! The PITBULL run out. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the platform. It's your brother Bolo VNR. And I would love to invite you, ladies and gentlemen, to go ahead and subscribe to all of my platforms. Get me up to 5,000 subs on Bolo VNR Clips. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Bolo VNR, we need to get to 5,000 subs over there as well. Damn, we've been at 1,000 something for a while now. It's growing pretty slow. I would love for you guys to go pump your subscriptions over by Bolo VNR. Thank you very much. And also Bolo TBV, we need to get 1,000 subs over there. So go ahead and sub up. Now, the JLP PITBULL ran out, ladies and gentlemen. The JLP PITBULL ran out. Government defense the appointment process amid opposition's uproar. When have you ever heard this government admit to any wrongdoing or any mistakes that they have made? When have you ever heard them say, you know what, we probably could have done it in a cleaner fashion? I see what you're saying. When have you ever heard this government have any good reasoning? Huh? When? Just tell me when. In the last 2 years, with all the exposure that has happened. Are we surprised? I don't think we should be. However, we have to highlight the nonsense. And we have to talk about it. Let's listen to the nonsense from Marlon Morgan. Huh? Let's listen to the nonsense of Marlon Morgan, ladies and gentlemen. And I have to play this to remind you of what we're about to witness. What we ordered from Sheen versus what we got. Look at this. Huh? We ordered Ibrahim Traore and we got Marlon Morgan. Sad.
Embarrassing. He needs some milk.
Anyway, let's listen to this.
We know the PNP's desperation and threat of action across the island.
You see, these guys are the propaganda machine. PNP threat of action across the island. PNP didn't threaten any action across the island. The way he phrased that, you know?
If Dennis Chung's appointment as Chief Technical Director at the FID is not rescinded. However, the PNP's attempt to bully and
a PITBULL talking about PNP bullying. PNP has never bullied anything. PNP has stood on democracy, and PNP has been on the right side of democracy, unlike the Jamaica Labour Party. Constitutional reform, the constitution reform. You guys breaking the constitution several times, going to the court and losing several times. The bullying of trying to put in the needs. The bullying of trying to reform the constitution the way you want it and going against the constitution itself because there's a reform process in the constitution. Trying to take out impeachment. Huh?
manipulate systems established to ensure.
Manipulate systems? Who manipulate system like the Jamaica Labour Party? Remember the gerrymandering of Portmore? What is going on? Why they don't change this PITBULL?
We know the PNP's desperation and threat of action across the island if Dennis Chung's appointment as Chief Technical Director at the FID is not rescinded. However, the PNP's attempt to bully and manipulate systems established to ensure a fair recruitment process will not.
You know, it's funny to me.
Not be allowed to succeed. Those attempts will not prevail.
It's funny to me how what he just said is speaking to what the JLP did. This last part right here.
And manipulate systems. We know the PNP's desperation and threat of action across the island if Dennis Chung's appointment as Chief Technical rescinded. However, the PNP's attempt to bully and manipulate systems
so the JLP has bullied and manipulated the system to have Delroy Chung be appointed in favor for the Prime Minister investigation at the FID. So he's trying to spin what the JLP did on the PNP. Brethren, you're not that smart. Alright? You're not that smart. We see right through that. And I hope the people do as well. Because what he's saying there is really what the JLP did. They manipulated the process in their favor. And they bullied it. And Andrew Honest is putting his people in place to walk scotch-free of potential crimes against this wonderful country and the people of Jamaica.
While the governing Jamaica Labour Party holds no brief for Mr. Dennis Chung, the PNP should respect Mr. Chung's record, which includes service at the Bank of Jamaica, the National Solid Waste Management Authority, the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management, and several other financial institutions, including JMMB and the Daring, Bunting and Golding DBNG of the past, and of course, Mr. Chung's recent stint as General Secretary of Jamaica Football Federation is to be noted. He has distinguished himself as a Jamaican and a competent professional in both the public service and the private sector.
That has nothing to do with this specific job. There are certain jobs that if you don't have a certain level of qualification, it doesn't matter how much experience you have, you are not qualified for that job. And leading an investigation where potential fraud and robbery and stuff like that, financial fraud and robbery and stuff like that, nepotism and cronyism might exist. You're talking about money laundering possibly. You're talking about transnational organized crime possibly, right? Leading an investigation like that, you need somebody that has some type of legislative background, somebody that has some type of crime fighting background, somebody that has some type of background where financial crimes is concerned. This man has none of that. As a matter of fact, those arguments of his qualification is null and void. One of the main things that we have to make sure we stay on here is that the man has clearly a bias towards Andrew Honest. He's in favor of Andrew Honest. He's coming into an investigation that he spoke up against the Integrity Commission. So why would he take the recommendation of the Integrity Commission to investigate Andrew Honest? And even if he did take the recommendation, he has stated that Andrew Honest, there's no problem with his 28 bank account. He has stated that there's no problem with moving money from a charity to an ex-business. He has no problem with it. So the investigation, the credibility of an investigation being led by Dennis Chung is null and void. There's no credibility. Marlon Morgan. So it doesn't matter what spin you put on it and sounding how you sound. It's all what word salad. Everything, nothing that you say has any substance regarding Dennis Chung. You cannot defend this. And the JLP cannot defend it either. This is blatant corruption. His appointment is blatant corruption. Blatant. Not even trying to hide corruption, but blatant corruption. Alright? Let's continue.
This suggestion about not being qualified as well is disingenuous because it's a matter of public record.
Disingenuous? The man is not qualified, period. Period.
That the post of FID Chief Technical Director is not one that is investigative in nature but more managerial. The opposition's posture is quite hip.
Brother, you chat shit. You understand? You have to, if for you to be able to manage an investigation, you have to have some type of investigative experience. Right? You're the one that is managing it. You're supposed to be sharper than the people on your team. You're supposed to see things where they don't see it. You cannot be less qualified than the person that you're managing in terms of an investigation. What can go so? The people within that space is going to be more qualified than you. You're supposed to be the sharpest tool in the box, brother. So, your statement is hypocritical and misleading and disingenuous. Not the PNPs.
Hypocritical as well, because these are the same people who, not too long ago, defended the appointment of Dr. Dayton Campbell's friend of 20 years.
No, you see, the hypocritical part of it is that you guys had a problem with the appointment of Dr. Dayton Campbell's friend of 20 years. But you guys don't have a problem with this. You are projecting your hypocrisy. You, nationwide, Marlon Morgan, and all of the JLP apologists. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up. Right? That's what you're doing. You guys are hypocrites. Because Dr. Dayton Campbell is not being investigated. This is not the same situation. This is apples and oranges. But it clearly shows your hypocrisy with your opposition to Dr. Dayton Campbell, friend of 20 years, being appointed as not a manager of the IC, you know. Not the director of the IC, you know. He's not holding any major position in the Integrity Commission. It is not comparable to the position that Dennis Chung is holding. Dennis Chung is going to manage the investigation against the Prime Minister, while the office of the Prime Minister holds the FID in his office. Now, Dennis Chung is a biased individual towards the Prime Minister in terms of the investigation itself. This is a clear conflict of interest. And the fact that you guys come here to try and be a spin doctor for this tells me that your moral compass, you are absolute sellout. You are unpatriotic. You guys are germs. You understand? Real talk. I'm sick of this. I am sick of these people eroding. Just eroding common sense. Trying to erode truth. You're a germs, man. You understand? Real germs. You don't need to come off of Jamaica, man. You're tearing down the country, man. This is the simple logic. The man has said enough for him to be disqualified from even attempting to take this post. Talking about Dr. Dayton Campbell's friend. Huh? Unbelievable, Andrea. Didn't Paula Lulin attend the wedding too? That's the one next conversation. I don't know about that. Dior says he has no right being there, but country is playing his cards to avoid prison. I tell you.
An individual who Campbell attended upon his wedding.
And Abka talk. Short neck Abka. I didn't even expect them better.
In the groom's party. Appointed as acting director of corruption prosecution. The PNP defended that appointment.
Acting director. Not director. Not managing director. Acting director. Meaning that he might not keep the post. Somebody else might be appointed. He's just acting. You see the difference? You see the detail in that?
Convenient posturing. And there's a word for it. Hypocritical. And
yo, I've never seen such hypocrisy and just They are standing looking in the mirror, you know, cursing themselves out, you know, projected, you know. As always, say no one in Holders administration is qualified for their job. A barber, a technician. Okay. And it angers me for true, man. It angers me for true, man. These are the people. Jamaica, do not make this mistake again. This coming election, make sure say uno come out and reject the JLP. Uno need to come out and me I talk about the level of rejection needs to be echoed so them know what time it is moving forward. We don't want to have nothing to do with this party ever again. This party remind me of the story of Sodom and Gomorrah. When him asks, is there any among them? Find 10 among them that is righteous. And him go and he can't find the amount and him say, yo, alright, please. And him say, alright, you must can't find 5. Can't find 5. Please, find one. Can't find one. There is nobody in the Jamaica Labour Party that I trust. Not even one of them. No integrity whatsoever. None. You hear what I say? None. N-O, nada, nothing. My God. People, wanna make me know what to think about that in the comment section. Alright? Like and share the video. Comment respectfully or you will be blocked. Not even one lasso. Not even one. That's why this Sodom and Gomorrah government have to go down. And I gotta go do it. I'm telling you. Obeah, everything them running in pan them, have them jump on. Everything where God is against. No sex offender list come out though. Big up yourself, Lloyd. We can't wait to look more when Dr. Dawes bust out the rest of information about the drill. Mighty God. Yes, sir. Anyway, moving right along. Moving right along, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. Moving right along. Now, I do this. You know, Andre do it again, boy. Yo, me say I saw this article, I never get to read it, you know. Criminal pocket 3 billion for car stealing. Can you imagine? That's serious, you know? $3 billion for car stealing? 3 billion. Not million. Billion? Box cover. Make me look for the article. God, it's not safe. Criminals pocket 3 billion in car theft in Jamaica. $3 billion. Wow. Oh, nationwide compound. Alright, I'm gonna play it and everything.
You heard that, Jamaica?
Alright.
People are paying to go to. That was a police officer.
Alright.
5 comparing to similar period last 2020. You heard that, Nissan? See the lady calling here.
Alright, right this up. Alright, cool. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's your brother Bolo VNR. We're in this space again. Alright? And we're here to examine a very, very serious one. Another embarrassment on this country under the governance of an Andrew Holness-led administration. You know, it just, I don't know what to say, man. Under the table government, you know? Under the table government. Anyway, let's get to the article. Remember to like and share the video. Alright, guys. Thanks in advance. Thank you in advance. Criminals pocketed $3 billion from car stealing in 2024. I don't know what is going on in 2025, but this is 2024. Claudette Robinson, big up yourself. Let's listen to what they're saying.
If you look at the statistics for last year, the losses amount to over $3 billion. So we're speaking about... That's correct. We're speaking about $3 billion going into the pockets of criminals. The place where the unit is housed is CTAC, where our mandate is to dismantle gangs, disrupt gangs, take away financing from them. So we collaborate heavily with the fraud squad, FID, as also the anti-gang unit within CTAC. So if it is that we discover a ring or a group of persons stealing motor vehicles, they are treated as a gang. And if it is that they have assets, the assets will be seized upon the conclusion of the investigation.
What's the status showing us currently? We're having an 18% increase in the recovery rate when compared to the similar period.
This year, recoveries are up 18%. The stealing of motor vehicles is up as well. What percentage are we looking at as of today?
Well, as of today, we are seeing a 6% increase in the amount of vehicles being stolen. Earlier in the year, it was a bit higher, but with the efforts of officers on the ground and support, we are seeing it trending up.
Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, you heard what they said. They're treating these rings as gangs. Now, the story that Andre broke last night, the lady that called him, I'm about to play it. If they're treating it as gangs, my goodness, is it that the police are a part of gangs?
Emotional damage.
What can go so?
Ladies and gentlemen, it appears that based off the allegations that I'm about to hear right now, it appears that police, allegedly some police, are a part of these rings that go around stealing people's vehicles from shows and all type of thing. Let's hear what the lady has to say. Yes.
Hello, good night.
Good night, Andre. How are you?
Me they are all through the pain. No. What you said happened with you and your car now?
So I flew in to Jamaica for the Romain Virgo show.
Oh, you came here specifically for the Romain Virgo show?
Yes, it was Mother's Day weekend, so I flew in to take my mother and my sisters to the show.
My God.
So after we were having a good time at the event, first and foremost, we parked inside of Hope Gardens. So while we were in the show, we parked there around 7:30.
Yes.
And the show was over by 11:30. Now, when we came out of the show, the vehicle that we were using was missing.
My God.
We were frantically running up and down inside the venue, trying to find help. Now, when we were going inside the venue, there were a lot of police officers. Eventually, a police officer came and he said to us that he's going to have to call for help. Now, a police came And to me, there was no urgency to help us find the vehicle because people were leaving the venue. They weren't radioing that the cars were missing. So they offered to take us to the Papine police station.
Yes.
We went to the Papine police station, and the first red flag in my mind, the station was closed.
The station?
No, the police. Yes, it was
Papine
closed.
police station closed?
Yes.
What time was this?
It was maybe around about 12 by then.
And this police station closed?
Was closed.
What is this?
Then the police that brought us there, he had to call a police officer on the phone to call.
This AI transforms a kid's photo into a personalized storybook parents will pay for. Here's how it works. Just go to the AI Design Agent section and click on Personalized Storybook. You'll be asked to...
The
station closed?
Was closed.
What is this?
Then the police that brought us there, he had to call a police officer on the phone to come to the door to open to let us in the station. While we were there, I turned to him and I said to him, I would like to know how often does something like this happen on a scale of 1 to 10? And that police officer relayed to me that these type of things happen 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10?
No, 9 out of 10 times. No, that was the first red flag in my mind because I'm saying people are paying to go to these events and 9 out of 10 times things like this happen. No, it should have been a secure location because it's one way in, one way out. So chances are somebody had to free up those gates for people to come in to take those cars. And it was so obvious because the police then said to us that we should call 911 to report this incident. Now we're at the police station and the police that should be taking the statement from us is telling us to call 911.
So the police that tell you to call 911?
Right.
Are you in at the station?
Which we did. And yes. And when we did that, the police asked what happened. And we're like, we're at the Rummy and Virgo show. Our car is missing.
You mean them tell us to call 119? 119.
Yeah, 119. Yes. Sorry. I'm in New York. So this is different for me.
I understand.
So when that happened, the police said, why are you calling me if you're in the police station? So that's when we realized no help was coming.
My God.
So they didn't do anything. All they said, we have to reach out to insurance next morning, whatever the case was. That was a Sunday. On the Monday morning, we called Papine police station to find out if there were any updates because other people were there giving reports too. They said no updates. I left Jamaica and I was like, this is like water under the bridge. Nothing is coming of it.
My God.
1 week later, the following Sunday, I'm here in New York and my sister left her phone number in the station. She got a phone call from a so-called Superintendent Scarlett. Saying that she's calling to inform us that the vehicle was found from Thursday night in Augustown and was now in Spanish Town police station. The only issue is somebody was trying to use the vehicle documents to post bail for somebody else.
Somebody was what?
So using the vehicle documents to post bail
for somebody.
That was the story. So the only thing in my mind that this is Sunday. This can't be happening on a Sunday. Now she was saying that in order for them to keep the vehicle from going into pawn, we need to pay 150,000 Jamaican dollars and then sue that person for that money. So I'm like, this is not making no sense because first and foremost, the person you caught with that vehicle has nothing to do with my stolen vehicle. You should be holding that person accountable to find out what really happened with that vehicle.
Wow.
So I immediately asked somebody to go to Spanish Town police station to verify if the vehicle was actually there or not. No. When they went there, there's no Superintendent Scarlett.
What?
There was no vehicle.
What?
They then went to the Papine police station to ask questions about the so-called call because we tried to call back the phone number and they weren't picking up. Now, when they walked into the station, there was a specific police officer there. I won't say her name, but she knew everything, the whole story. So that was upsetting because I'm like, Nobody told you, so how do you know everything that's going on?
Oh, what is?
Then the following, this was now the Sunday. So when we went there, they were like, oh, no vehicle is found. They didn't hear nothing more about the vehicle. The following Monday morning, we called to make a report about that specific police officer. That's the specific police officer we spoke with the night the vehicle was taken, because she was a female police officer. So we wanted to make a complaint about her.
A simple thumb trick discovered by NASA scientists could be the key to
what is upsetting the inspector in that morning was saying that we are telling lie on her so-called corporal. Now, the thing is, we didn't reach out to Papin. We didn't reach out to anybody about this vehicle. We have been getting call from these police officers trying to solicit $150,000 for a story that doesn't make sense. So now I am of the conclusion that these police are involved in that car stealing ring, because it was 5 vehicles that was stolen that night.
My God.
And on top of that, they're still trying to reach out to persons to get money that they have recovered the vehicle, and they do not recover the vehicle all now.
My God.
So that is the frustrating part. Not only is people property is gone, not coming back, but at the end of the day, they are trying to solicit more money. So that tells you how heartless these people are trying to be.
No, sir. What kind of vehicle was it?
It was a 2011 Toyota Voxy.
A Toyota Voxy. Was it a rented vehicle? Was it a rented vehicle, or was it your personal
It's
vehicle?
a personal vehicle. It's garage kept. It only get out the garage when I'm on the island. So that was it. It's gone. It's not coming back. But the upsetting part is when you're going to receive phone calls out of the police station of people trying to solicit more money, giving you a fake story that they recover vehicle, but I must go and post bail for somebody that I don't know in order for me to get back my vehicle. That story has nothing to do with me.
My God.
And then when you go and ask questions or you try to make a complaint on these people, it goes nowhere.
Wow. Wow.
So just like the car stealing ring that has been exposed in Jamaica, these people know exactly what's happening, because it's common sense. It's one way in the venue, one way out. If these things are happening 9 out of 10 times, things can be done to prevent these activities from happening. But I'm of the opinion that these security and polices, they just open the venue, allow people to come in to do what they want to do and leave.
My God. But I'm happy that you were alert, because probably you would have given the person the 150,000 and still left without the car.
Absolutely, because if it was a different scenario where they were told me they needed it for maybe towing or something else, I was willing to pay the money. But then the whole story just didn't make any sense on a Sunday. You can call me to say, oh, you want me to go and deposit this money in an account because it's Sunday. No government business is taking place on a Sunday. So I just want people to know that these things are happening, and the problem is, if we don't talk about it, we don't share this information, people are left behind in the dark. Because not only that I was in Kingston, I was left stranded with no help coming. There was no help from the police officers, because all they kept saying, oh, we don't know what's going to happen, we don't know how you're going to get home. Nobody was trying to say, okay, 5 cars, 7 cars is missing, radio it over the radio, police be on the lookout for these type of activities. Nothing was done, absolutely nothing. Not even a formal statement was taken, because they said they would have reached out for us to give back a formal statement. That hasn't happened up until this day.
Wow. Thank you for sharing your story.
No problem, Andre. Have a good night.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard the lady. We are in a very, very serious situation in Jamaica. And Nothing should be taken lightly. I would advise the Jamaican people to use the travel advisory as a guide for your own movements. You understand what I'm saying? Can you imagine saving up your money to buy a car and you're going out and your car is just gone? And you have to be contemplating whether or not the people that are paid to serve and protect, that your taxpayers' money paid, is involved in some type of criminal activity. Can you imagine that? Could be involved in some type of criminal activity that is responsible for your car being lost. Just imagine that. Bolo, download Power 6 app on your phone. There's a program with Simon Caskill. The first 30 minutes or so he talks with Ralston Hyman. Lots of content you can use or reuse. 106 FM. Interesting. Thanks for that. So, somebody reached out to me. Oh wow. The husband of the wife reached out to me. Or the alleged husband of the wife reached out to me. I guess he doesn't want to speak. Just text me a while ago saying I can call his wife. So when I hear from the lady that was on Android, I was asking him to call him because I would love to hear from him. You know, husband must have been scary for him. Can you imagine it, you're Jamaican and you can't even, you don't even want your wife to travel back to Jamaica. Jesus Christ. No, sir. This body, man. People and everything gonna understand how bad this is, you know. Yo, Jano. You think you gonna understand how bad this is?
Hello?
Hello, is this the lady that called in on Andre's show last night about her car being stolen?
Yes, sir, but you caught me at a bad time at work.
Oh, your husband gave me the number, so I thought he had reached out to you. Alright.
Yeah.
Alright. Big up yourself.
Yes, sorry, I can't
No,
talk
man,
to you
you're
right
good,
now,
man.
alright?
Alright.
Alright, cool. Yeah, bye.
Here you go, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, the husband are calling now. General.
Yes, Bolo.
Yes, sir.
Big up yourself, man.
You know, oftentimes in these situations, people don't consider how a man feels and what goes on in their head. So what I love for you, talk to the people, this whole situation, how you deal with it mentally, how you in a process situation, what come across your mind?
Living in America for 36 years, my brother. From me a youth. Me a 55-year-old now, you see me?
Right.
I'm not lie to you. The night when my wife called me, I couldn't even sleep, Bolo. I'm not sleep the whole day.
Sure.
Because that I'm a heart that. You see me?
Yeah, man.
My heart, when I say my heart. And she run everything for me. I'm a businessman in America. I build myself that way. You see me?
Right.
She also run a restaurant. Plus, she work for the government at nights. You see me? So when she called me and tell me about it, I'm not lie to you. As I said, I couldn't sleep. So the next day, first thing me want to do is jump on a plane and come to Jamaica.
Oh,
You see
you
me?
mean as a man? You mean?
Yeah. You understand? I want to.
I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Ladies and gentlemen, my goodness. My computer just crashed, ladies and gentlemen. My computer just crashed. Jeez. Nah, man. Are y'all hearing me? Dior, y'all hear me? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Ladies and gentlemen, am I back? Am I back? Am I back? Am I back? Okay. Yeah, y'all definitely can hear me. I'm loud as hell too. Oh man, that was crazy, bro. They just cut my whole situation off. They just cut my whole situation, bro. I cannot believe this. Black Barbie, what's up? Alberta, what's up? Yo, my computer just crashed, man. Yo, the devil is at work. I'm telling y'all. Those altars that they putting up and lighting candles. Man, the devil is a liar. Boy, hey, listen. Woo! I am Doreen. What's going on, baby? I was in midway in the call with this man, bro. I'ma call him back too. I'ma call him back. For whatever reason, they don't want this to be heard. The devil doesn't want this to be heard. I'ma call him back. Yeah, I'ma call him back. I'ma call him back. Call him back. Call him back. I'm cracking up. Oh, I'm cracking you up. Okay. Shirley. Shirley said the JLP to step down. I'm if you tell her. Claudette, big up. Beyonce. Look like him busy. My businessman still in up. Alright. I know you, Janelle. Man. Y'all heard that man, bruh. Jeez. Alright. Alright. They did that. They did that. They did that. They got away with that one. They got away with that one. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Hey. It's all good. You know, it's not about winning the battle. It's about winning the war. You feel me? But the devil is a damn lie. Devil is a damn lie. Anyway, let me get to this. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna play this now. I'm definitely gonna play this. Yeah. I'm definitely gonna play this. Spiritual wickedness in high places. I'm definitely gonna play this now. Alright. Somebody sent me a video. Hold on. What is this?
Every single parish in this country.
Oh, yes, I remember this. This is an epic clip. Poor educated youths and Rasta know who they make. Yeah, you know, this is a good video to play, you know. Yeah, this is a good video. This is a throwback moment. I'm going to play a video where President I want to pass. This is a throwback moment. I'm going to use that video. Thank that person for sending that to me. I appreciate you. I'm going to use it right now. I'll make a video. When they want plan to stop, we just turn up the fire now. Like and share the video for me, guys. Y'all see what's going on. The devil is at work. The devil is at work, ladies and gentlemen. The devil is at work. Devil is at work. Wow. Wow. Man, oh man, oh man. Man, oh man, oh man. This is serious, man. This is serious, man. Pause, lady. Pause. Just, yeah, remember line it up here? Yeah, man. Pause, lady. Thanks. Full screen. No, that now works. So I have to do it on next way. Escape. I have to just zoom it in.
You come back again!
Lord have mercy. Take time with you, baby. You come out strong. Alright. Wow. Alright, here we go. You guys are back. You made it. May I tell you, the devil, man? The devil. We're back, people. Alright. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's a brother Bolo VNR. This video that I'm about to do right now is 2 parts. We're going to examine a present alleged situation of a lady that is in Anjona's constituency. And then we're going to go back to a video that's a classic. You understand? That definitely should be documented. Where a comrade is teaching the youths them about the history. Some political history. And you know, a tree without roots will wither away. You have to know your roots, you have to know where you're coming from. And you have to go deep in your roots. You understand? Sometimes your roots tell you, you know, the good and the bad about yourself. Alright? And what to be mindful of and how to maneuver. Now, if you don't know those roots, it's kind of hard for you to navigate life in a one powerful way. So, without any further ado, let me share my screen and show you what we are talking about with this lady here. And then we get to the next video. See? Yeah. I'm going to look upon this.
You come back again! You're doing this already, Prime Minister! You're doing it already, And then the first year you're doing this at West Central, And yesterday me I asked you if you're so threatened by Mr. Buchanan. I see where you come to, see where you send your friend them come do. Just like how you do and get rid of your right hand. And the same thing you come do. Same thing. Because you threaten away. You threaten a Buchanan. Because you feel so buck to you know Buchanan and give you a run for your money. And so this is what you do again and again and again. And you keep on doing it. You keep on doing it. You Andrew, but your time will come. Your time will come. You have to go down. Remember, me tell you that. You have to go down. You have to go down. You have to go down, Andrew. Anytime it come on to election, Anytime it come on to election, this is what you do. This is what you do. Anytime. Anytime because your sister Buchanan not afraid of you. Your sister Buchanan not afraid of you. You can't deal with the Buchanan like we do Patrick Roberts. You come at this rough community. Remember, you always go for Rosalie here, your friend them Andrew. And we know that, Remember, say we know that we live in the constituency. Yeah, we live in and yeah, we born and go, And for you come here till now, you always go for Rosalie, but me tell you this. A fuck fight or funeral. Because you now get Rosalie. You can't change Rosalie from PMP to Labour right. You're a wicked man. Over, you keep on doing this. You Andrew. You Andrew. Over. You keep on do this. Every time we have somebody in the constituency and them run up close to you. This is what you do. This rope community. Put the firearm there. Put the firearm there. First me see this in my eye. First me see this in my eye. First me see this in my eye. Me always see it on news. Me never witness. First me witness it. But God have grace, man. First me witness this. First me witness something like this. First me witness it. So plain. You don't even wait till you call the election. election this time. Oh God, Andrew, man. We're tired of this and that's how we want to live. And that's how we want to live in our West Central. And that's how we want to live, man. And that's how we want to live. You tell them, say, either them send them home to Jamaica or them put him in front of the judge. If you're not thinking now, themselves to the youth a criminal. Or if you're not thinking that somebody run, good after God have grace, man. When I go analyze an innocent man, eh? Come on, man. We are human beings. You tell me, say, we are not nobody up here, Andrew. We are not nobody. We are not nobody. And that you tell me, say, we life no worth nothing. And that you tell me, Andrew, you tell me, say, we life no worth nothing. That you tell me, say, we life no worth nothing. Nothing. Yesterday, me I talked about the same thing for my TikTok yesterday, and it never go past. Me tell them, so if you don't have to sit down out the road, don't sit down out the road. Because we are going a crucial time. And these are the things that always happen. When I tell me say all-time politics. And it's not all-time politics, it's Andrew style. It's Andrew style. I'm style at 28 years in the round here. 28 years Andrew there. And every time when it come on to election, this is what happen. This is what happen. Every time it come on to election. Eh? We don't do nothing. All we want is a new representative. All we want is somebody for the people, somebody who will help with. Every time. Why you never said him put him before the judge? Eh? Why the three shot fire? 3, 1, 2, 3, so it's for be a shootout. It's for be a shootout when a 3 shot fire. It's for be a shootout. It's for be a shootout and the man get a shot in him head. Where all fire at Uno? Oh, Uno now no get no scare. Look how much police jeep there around there. Look how much how no come down. Look how much how no come down and one man shoot off for so much how no 3 jeep load how no. 3. Why for me a shootout? Andrew, why you always do with this? Why you always do with this, Andrew? Why you always do this? Why? The last time I 2 brother one time we gonna look on me on a Rosalie. Come on, man. We think we pass them politics there. We no mash up Buchanan vehicle. We no thief Buchanan vehicle. And we just leave it. We no thief the man vehicle with everything. Every canvas what we do. Every book voucher. Everything what the man did have to get the pin to them. We no thief them. The last thing we do is fling big stone in the man vehicle. And now this is what happened. This is what you do for what? We are not human being. You can't get Rosalie. Rosalie not turn from PMP to Labour right. We're not switching. We not switch. Remember you try it already. You do it already. And we still not switch. You do it already, Andrew. Oh God, man, you do it already. You do it already, Andrew. You do it already. Andrew, you do it already. And you come back again. For come disrupt our community. No, we can't be at no peace. We can't be at no peace. Why? Why, Andrew? Why? Why we can't be at no peace? In the house. The fire on.
Mums, go and hold the faith. You hear me? Go and hold the faith because we are get rid of Andrew Holness. He have to come out of Parliament. He have to come down. You understand? And I want to like and share this video. My people, me I beg you. I want to share out this video. I want to tag Mark Golding. Like literally, him need to see this. I'm going to see if I can send it to him myself. Because this lady, she was on live when everything I go on. She was on live, so enough people never catch this alive here. A fuckery Andrew wants to keep up. Enough is enough now. Enough is enough. We never, hey, so me don't want to say certain things. I have to be careful. I have to be careful how I say certain things. But no worry on yourself, man. No worry on yourself. We have to vote out Andrew Holness.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the first time I'm hearing that video. And I will say this. If that lady is lying on Andrew Holness, she's the most superb actor of all time. She has godly acting talents. If she's lying on Andrew Holness. Now, if you were to ask me, which I don't know about the claims that she's making, but my intuition, I felt that lady's pain. She was speaking, in my opinion, based off what I heard, from personal experience. That was an abused person crying out that the abuser stop abusing them. That's what I got from it. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section. Now, again, if this is true, you see why the prophecies of Pastor Peter Chambers have to come to pass? So when you hear the judgment where God have for Andrew Holness and him associate them coming uttered from the lips of the pastor, the prophet, the apostle, Peter Chambers, you don't call him wicked. You understand? Because God see what you no see. And God know what you no know. So when God are exacting judgment, it's so much time then send word to Andrew Holness to repent. It's so much time they want him to put the country on a 7-day fast and declare it. But what them a do? Them a endorse obeah. But they not endorse praising God. And the thing say it a gonna be peace and safety. Come like you don't read no Bible, yeah, man. Anyway, me continue. Hold on there. Something me there on mute, I forgot. This right here, so ladies, is a throwback video. Some of you might have seen it before, some of you might not. Listen, the youths them. And listen. Listen good enough.
Every single parish in this country had a hospital. Single parish in this country had a hospital. No matter where you were in this country and you fell sick, you were never more than half an hour away from a hospital. Or a clinic. Somebody who shall remain nameless, guys, me work my mouth, I hear some politics, me a chat. Close them down. Wow. Turn them into health centers, and those that weren't health centers, them lock them down. That was the time when the majority of our nurses migrated to the United States and England because they had no work. Brain that again. Brain chain. Continue. There was a time, I tell you why people hate things. Life is about the landlord versus the landless. Wow. I like the analogy. There was a time in Jamaica when, I keep saying it, I've said it for years, I may say it again till them son me. Jamaica is the largest remaining plantation on earth, undergoing the longest slave revolt in history. Give man a round of applause. Give man a round of applause, the man. That is why. Give man a round of applause.
Hold on. Action. You just hear that thing. He teach me amigos every night. Him teach me amigos this every night.
Continue, brother.
That's how we are listening to learn.
That is why you have people who are bleached to reach.
Gone.
When you have a nation who looks in the mirror every morning and don't like what they see, you don't have to fight him. He's killing himself.
That's why I say education, brother. Because at the end, brother.
No, let me show you the history of how it works. Unfortunately, it's facts. So if it comes across as political, I'm sorry, but it's facts. Every single thing you currently take for granted in this country as an institution was built by one party above and beyond the objections of another. Do you know no Rastaman should ever pay to go to the stadium? You didn't know that? There was a major games around the 60s supposed to be held in Jamaica, and the government at the time was headed by Norman Manley, and Shearer didn't want him to have the kudos of creating the stadium to do these games, so he called a strike through the BITU. Norman Manley went up into the hills of Warika and got all of the Rastafarian stone cutters. The first time in the history of Jamaica that Rastafarians worked on a building site. All the stonework you see at the National Stadium was built by Rasta. You still with me?
Yeah, me I learned. First, me never know them as something.
First time in the history of Jamaica that Rastafarians worked. Norman Manley went up into the hills of Warika and got all of the Rastafarian stone cutters. The first time in the history of Jamaica that Rastafarians worked on a building site. All the stonework you see at the National Stadium was built by Rasta. You still with me?
Yeah, me I learn. Cause first, me never know them as something. Me I learn.
There was a time when certain schools were reserved for them down at the slave quarters. Other schools were designed for the overseers' children and the master's children. Norman Manley said, enough, and he created common entrance exam. You hear the name? Common entrance exam. It meant that if you were bright enough to pass the exam, you could choose whichever school you wanted to go.
And Norman Manley created common entrance.
Norman Manley created common entrance examination.
Wow. Continue.
And there was a big war about it. Then people got bummy because what it meant was that the man...
No, I have a pause right there, sir. Mighty God. People, I did common entrance. I was still around when common entrance are run. So you tell me, say, the choice or the ability to choose based off of your qualification was given to us by Norman Manley. Just big up PNP now, man. Just big up PNP. Just big up our comrades, our socialists. Just big up our comrades and our socialists. And you're telling me that they were opposed by the JLP? They never wanted the people, the young men and women, to be given the opportunity to choose the school that they want to go. I wonder why. Classism maybe. And the rest of them build the stone wall, them, all of the stone cuttings, them. Rastafari, Jamaica, one and go change the country from the plantation. Only say we still in a plantation. Only say Andrew only stun dictator upon we. Only see what is happening. Only see Jamaica slowly turn on police state and be a corruption. Only see what go on. You know what? Enough of that. You must know.
Who had him 2.5 children. Other schools were designed for the overseer's children and the master's children. Norman Manley said, enough, and he created common entrance exam. You hear the name? Common entrance exam. It meant that if you were bright enough to pass the exam, you could choose whichever school you wanted to go.
And Norman Manley created common entrance.
Norman Manley created common entrance examination.
Wow. Continue.
And there was a big war about it. Then people got bumming because what it meant was that the man who had him 2.5 children. Let me explain the 2.5 children to you. He had 2 children with his wife, and the one him considered half the outside picnic with the helper. So them couldn't go, them had to go to the bottom school. When Norman created the common entrance, the outside picnic could now go to the upper school.
You see, you acting and you need us to turn a wicked.
No, him a OG. Him can't get away with that.
I like that. I'm Bobby this, you know. It's a bad comedian, you know. Me this say that.
Yeah, no, him a OG.
Acting, wait,
Bobby can get away with it, but if you ever say
just set up, please.
If you ever say back up.
Set
All
up,
right, Bobby. Say the next school, please. Can I say?
It's okay. I'm noticing that Dufton get bummy when you say bottom. It must know why.
And a bombing. But exactly over 50. You don't know when Bobby. You don't know when Bobby. Listen and learn, but don't rap with Bobby him out. Him crafty.
All right, Bobby. Go on, Bobby.
You can move on.
Why?
So now the man have a problem because all of his children are going to the same set of schools.
And this is a particular person that is in society you're speaking about.
Not particular persons.
Okay, continue, yes.
Okay. Now, they are the ones who are the precursor to the landed gentry you call the business people of
Private
today.
sectors. Continue.
Yes, them. Then Michael came along and caught the game because they still had a little comfort zone because you could pass for the school, but you couldn't afford the fees. And Michael made it free education.
You know, I don't know about y'all, but if there was any inkling in my mind to vote for JLP ever again, or ever, yeah, it's done. So you need to tell me the most 2 revolutionary steps in regular people becoming something of themselves, or to rise above slavery and the quote unquote upper class and have a level playing field was Norman Manley and Michael Manley of the PNP. Come on, man. Stop.
Which means that if you pass, you don't need no money if you go there. There are a number of doctors and lawyers currently practicing in Jamaica who would never have been lawyers or doctors if it wasn't for free education.
True.
Okay. Now, Michael wasn't just satisfied that him could send the half picnic go to school with him brother or sister. Michael created the unforgivable sin. Michael got up one day and said, "No bastard, not there again."
Me know that one day. Me know that one day. Michael Manny, the legend. My God, we have to play that back. We have to play that back.
And a bombing. But exactly what
okay.
Yes.
We can move on.
Why? Why?
So now the man have a problem because all of his children are going to the same set of schools.
And this is a particular person that is in society you're speaking about.
Not particular persons.
Okay, continue, yes.
Okay. Now, they are the ones who are the precursor to the landed gentry you call the business people of
Private
today.
sectors. Continue.
Yes, them. Then Michael came along and caught the game. Because they still had a little comfort zone, because you could pass for the school, but you couldn't afford the fees. And Michael made it free education. Which means that if you pass, you don't need no money if you go there. There are a number of doctors and lawyers currently practicing in Jamaica who would never have been lawyers or doctors if it wasn't for free education.
True.
Okay. Now, Michael wasn't just satisfied that him could send the half picnic go to school with him brother or sister. Michael created the unforgivable sin. Michael got up one day and said, "No bastard, not there again." You say you're an encyclopedia. I am WikiLeaks.
Yo, that is how you end that show, man. Yo, that is how you end a show. That is how you end. Listen, people. Excuse me. You cannot look past the history of the JLP. The history of the JLP is supported by the minorities in Jamaica. The minorities is the wealthy people. I've always heard them say that the JLP supports the wealthy people. Now, we all have a role to play in this society. But those people think they're above us. And they are afraid that we will have the opportunity to rise to their level. Or even beyond. If given a fair shake. So what they have done is engaged in corruption to monopolize wealth. So it's no surprise that this government that is ruling right now is enamored into scandal, back a scandal, back a corruption allegation, back a corruption allegation. It is no surprise that they have so much dirt on their reputation over the last 10 years. It is not only time, ladies and gentlemen, to vote out this wicked government from out of power. It is time to vote them out for good. This government, is my argument, is that the JLP or anybody associated with them or their ideals, thoughts, plans, opinions should never be given an opportunity to democratically run this country ever again. You notice I said democratically? Because you know them love to do the other things them, you know. The undemocratic things them, you know. And we work with democracy. Meaning so we vote them out. They should never be given the opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. And anybody that supports a party with this type of roots, I question their advocacy for humanity. Can you imagine? Bastard children? Pick me a bastard? Can you imagine? No matter what, a child is not responsible for themselves coming into this world. And then you put them down. And you put them down not every way. They cannot go at the same schools. PNP had to fix that. Now that they can't go at the same schools because them bright as the other pitney. Them can't go because them not have the money. And PNP can fix that. Rastas. Carroll Garden incident. Wanna build the stadium? I wanna have to pay for gas stadium. Them claim to say them are going to repatriation. How much money they go now? Them claim to say they apologize to Carroll Garden incident. Have they really done enough? Let me know what you think in that comment section here, man. Tired of this government. Right now, right, that's our reach.